Friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar, and I just want to have a little quick chat with you guys about Metallica. Okay, a few weeks ago, Metallica came out with a new song, If Darkness Had a Sun. I wasn't a fan of the song. You know, I haven't been a big fan of Metallica's music in the past little while, okay? I talk about it, but you know, one of the great things that we can do is we can agree to disagree, right? We can talk. We can talk. I followed a lot of rules. It's okay to not like something, but you know what? I followed Dalton's rule in Roadhouse. Be nice.
Be nice.
I gave Metallica thanks for inspiring me. If you're into music, if you're into hard rock, if you're into metal, if you've taken up an instrument in the 80s or 90s or beyond, there's a good chance that Metallica was one of your inspirations for picking up whatever instrument you're playing. I owe a lot to Metallica. I said a lot of us as musicians owe Metallica. I owe Metallica for so many memories in the 80s. Growing up, whether I was in the gym or I was jamming in bands playing Metallica cover songs. I loved James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett's playing. You know, they really spearheaded a genre of metal. You know, I was able to make a very good living teaching guitar. I love teaching guitar. Well, I owe part of that to Metallica because they were part of my inspiration to loving music. And this is why I try to be very kind with what I'm saying about them. All the joy we had listening to their music, I had a very polite, respectful criticism. A lot of people agreed with me, especially a lot of people around my age. They said, yeah, I get what you're saying, man. But a lot of people didn't. Now, you have to know when you're on YouTube, the really nasty people, 99% of the time, they're people that usually are anonymous. They have no content and no subscribers. So you can't take them seriously. But I had a lot of people voicing arguments with me. You know, a common one would be as well, they're Metallica, man, what have you done? I'm just politely saying, you know, I checked out the song out. I'm just not a fan of it. I stated my reasons very nicely. A lot of people would go to that argument. I'd have to remind them. I'd say, hey, dude, you're coming to my YouTube channel and saying that. Like, it's my channel, you know. But I wanted to follow all the rules. I wasn't a fan, but I was nice. And I saw, you know, I was going to do something tonight, but I decided at the last minute I'm not going to do it. I saw a channel where the guy is so awful the way he talks about Metallica. I got offended. I wanted to put a clip in here, but you know what? I'm going to be the better person. That is not cool. I didn't trash the band. I didn't attack them personally. Voiced my thoughts on the song. It just wasn't for me. But a lot of people would talk to me about it and get into it. Some people would start attacking me. Some people would get into discussing with me. And once we got talking, it's like, bro, I'm not your enemy. I was the guy in high school that if somebody said something bad with Metallica, you're going to have to deal with me, man. I love the band. I still have a love for the band, just not the way I used to, and I just haven't been into their music lately. Now, a lot of people would do a reaction. Even if they didn't like it, they'd still, to get views and fans and followers, they'd still be like, yay, Metallica. Not me. I was honest. But I was nice. I was kind. I was respectful. And a lot of these people I get into these discussions with, in the end, they say, hey, man, okay, I get your point. I'm sorry to be the way I was. And I'm like, dude, you did nothing wrong. I'm a YouTuber. I have to have a thick skin. It's good that you're passionate about your band. It's good that you're ready to defend your band. But just watch my whole video and see. I'm not the enemy, man. I'm on your side. I just am not a fan of some of their later music. That's all. Right? As I said, some of the other channels, you know, I've seen some channels, they almost make their following and make their YouTube career by bashing the hell out of Metallica. And it offended me. As I said, I was going to put some clips in, but I'm not going to. Remember, guys, we can all agree to disagree. You know, it reminds me of a friend I used to have. He liked to talk about politics all the time. And you know, sometimes I'll talk about politics if we can talk. If you want to talk about Metallica, I'll talk with you. But if your attitude is you don't agree with me, you're an idiot, or we're just not, I'm going to put you down, or we're not going to talk, I'm not interested. You know, I had a friend who was really into politics, and even when I said I don't want to talk about it because I knew I didn't agree with him and I knew it wasn't going to end well, or he'd keep pushing me to have to try and, the only way to calm him down was to say, okay, I agree with you. Yeah, you're right. He'd get all mad and he'd have the veins of his neck popping out. And if no one agreed with him, they were all idiots. But really, we should be allowed to talk about things, even if we don't like it and we don't agree. Be nice.
Be nice.
All you Metallica fans out there, I love Metallica. I had a deep love for Metallica. I owe Metallica a lot. These are things that aren't new. I've said in that video. I'm not your enemy. Just haven't been a fan of their more recent material. And one last point, friends. In my video, I brought up a very valid point. It was out of concern for Metallica. I said, with the size of the money-making machine that Metallica is, there's a lot of moving parts to that machine. There's a lot of legal stuff, a lot of legal obligations. Could Metallica really retire it even if they wanted to? A lot of people were talking like they knew all of Metallica's business. I don't. I've never been a part of something that big. Could they retire if they wanted to? I said that out of concern for the band. Who can really answer that? Only they themselves can. All right, guys, that's all I have to say. Remember, let's all love music together. Let's talk about music. And remember, practice hard but practice smart. No excuses. We'll see you soon.